Everyone, and welcome back to Gravity Falls. We're doing Season 2, Episode 12, A Tale of Two Stands.
Ooh,
Oh
this looks to
boy.
be quite a lengthy episode, longer than any other one I've seen.
As hinted by the end of the previous one, this is gonna be finally the backstory of Stan and the newly revealed brother of him.
All right then, so let's not beat about the bush. Start as the episode is about to begin. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Oh my god, Dipper's been cloned!
Cool trespassing.
Let me check. These two young kids are voiced by Declan Krogman and Christian Mardini.
Is there any reason why Dipper's grunkle looks a lot more like he did back in the day?
Easier to animate.
I'm just saying, the genetics seem a bit suspicious now. Imagine if
I think you're overthinking it.
Declan Krogman hasn't done anything after this. Its only two roles are this and one which called Entering Game. While Christian Mardini...
Now we're back to the longer episode intro.
Neat.
While Christian Mardini has done instead it was in one episode of a TV series in 2018 called The Sinner.
Imagine if Grunkle Stan is actually Dipper's father.
No.
I mean, it would explain the genetic tree there.
Like you know, Jova, there's a thing by genetics by proxy. Like you can actually look like your parents' relatives.
I know.
By the way, Jova, guess who voices the brother?
J.K. Simmons?
Yep. Of all people.
It's interesting because...
it kind of makes sense. Usually whenever I see a certain old but rugged figure in cartoons like these, I immediately think J.K. Simmons.
It's interesting because usually in media, animated media specifically, it's always the same actor playing both twins. But I figured that it's...
Considering Alex Hirsch already voices like a gajillion characters in the show, I guess they wanted to give some variety.
I'm guessing J.K. Simmons really missed that doing animated work because Legend of Korra did the year before.
Yeah,
I need a good role.
Yeah, for the Portuguese dub, he was voiced by the same actor who plays Stanley. So
actually, I don't know if the Italian one does that. I'll check in the meantime. Mabel, please.
I've seen so much shit.
I've conjured some of it too.
I need so much therapy.
Breathe deeper, breathe. And the government, yeah.
Oh boy. See, she knows how this goes.
Yeah. There you go.
You fat. Oh god. Yeah, he predicted Star Wars fans a few years earlier.
Except Star Wars did go fan fiction route, and look how everyone reacted.
True that.
Well, that's the thing though. Some fans wanted it to go to their fan fiction. So really, it was inevitable.
By the way,
But you see,
the father is voiced by Jonathan Banks. From if you have watched Breaking Bad, you have already an idea who he is.
honestly, as far as abnormalities go, that's pretty freaking tame, really.
Yeah, like
I mean, hell, a six finger can be pretty useful.
He got picked on because of this.
What? Who said he got picked on?
Well, you're about to see. Like, it's such a like.
Let's wait till it gets to that point.
I guess Pinocchio got on the wrong side of the shore.
Ooh, sunburn.
And so the moral of this story is going to be wear your bloody sun cream.
There you go.
One-dimensional bully, like any good paranormal stories deserves. Yeah, you can tell here she's also a fan of Stephen King, because this has basically all the fingerprints on it.
Does seem like a Stephen King setting.
Again, really? Like, this
Pedro,
is what you
up until 2 or 3 centuries ago, people were picked for being left-handed.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
pretty
well,
sure
Pedro-
humanity is just that dumb.
Well, Pedro, that's the thing. Bullies are petty. Bullies are petty, so...
Yes, Stan, and you instead ended up on a magical journey with a key as your weapon.
also
Lovely.
remember that's one extra finger to punch the bullies with.
Exactly.
Anyway, I checked. No, even the Italian dub gives them different voice actors. Weird.
I guess it makes more sense than being picked on just because you're tall, but
Oh god.
So Stan
you think
became
this
the
episode
jock,
sucks,
while
guys.
Thor became the nerd. It's always the one day.
Yeah, but you're still at high school. You look 30.
So, like any good, paranormal story where high school kids are played by 30-year-old people.
But this is animated. You think they get around that?
what does the fact that it's being animated matter?
It's more of a reference parody gag in that kind of sense.
Also, you can tell it's the 60s because Nixon was president during then.
Including
as
his
that shows.
gigantic nose. Jesus.
Because that's the motto of a good school. You're a
Why
clown.
did you
You're
call them
useless.
here?
Yeah, this is just about Stanford. Why did you even call Stanley?
Did you want him to hear this? Like, seriously.
Also, gotta say, J.K. Simmons is good at doing a young person's voice.
Mm-hmm.
Is that J.K. Simmons?
Yeah, still
Yes.
him. They only got young actors only for when we were little kids.
Let me guess, Cav Sosi as the young version.
No, I already
That would be
mentioned Declan Krogman and Christian Mardini, 2 literal who's. They
Oh,
didn't. They did barely anything before or after this. Of course, then.
Oh boy. What were they still lying on the ground all night for?
I guess there
Oh,
were no
boy.
janitors' lives. Ah, you got the wrong show, Stan.
Oh dear.
No.
Oh boy. Damn.
Ooh.
No, more like highway.
With blackjack and hookers.
Yeah, this is like the origin story for a villain.
Well, what were you expecting, Mabel? Seriously.
Mabel, this is a lot more complicated than.
I think her reality is about to get shattered.
So, Seuss, does this line in with your fanfiction so far?
Probably.
Oh yeah. I mean, if it wasn't there, it wouldn't be worth anything.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, gold isn't even the most valuable resource on the planet.
Not anymore, at least.
Oh
Oops.
dear. No wonder he had to change
Steve
names.
Bynington. You know, naming your stuff after terms that are big no-nos in the world of business is an interesting move.
It's bold and risque, but
Backups more.
Backups more.
Jesus.
How is that possible?
I don't know.
Oh god, the cow.
The cow.
The cow.
That cow is a monster.
States abandoned.
Jeez.
Damn
What
it.
an omelette? That's very specific.
Great shape,
Oh,
huh?
yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. And thanks to one of Wendy's ancestors, he built the shack.
That could have literally killed you. And thus the cover for the journal was made.
Yeah.
Dipper.
Thank you,
Please.
Now this is
fangirl.
not the time for your fanboying.
No. That was fangirling right there.
Yeah, like
Deeper. Stop.
I bats.
poor eyebats. Oh.
No, it's the shapeshifter. Cute.
It is kind of cute.
Not naturally occurring.
Oh boy, the first ever entry.
That we saw.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, and that's where he came in.
Huh.
Oh.
A fake crash dummy.
Just like Reed Richards. Yeah, these takes all English is also true for Fantastic Four.
Which one?
Hopefully that didn't cause any
A
brain
general
damage.
idea. Is the thing, when you poke into something, something else pokes you back.
Uh-oh. And thus, the Society of
it.
the Blind Eye.
Yeah.
And now you've become just like your brother.
Yeah. Oh no.
Huh.
A name you can't trust. Oh. It's the postman. Please come.
How is he able to track him down?
Yeah, well, Gravity Falls was on the postcard.
No, I mean, how is he able to... How is, Stanford able to find Stanley?
Well, I put
That was actually a good
well, no
question.
doubt I'm pretty sure a guy who's been banned from multiple states would make some sort of news. Yeah, some people say I sound like that arsehole drum instructor.
Also, with that trench coat and everything, Ford looks a bit like Gumshoe.
I know, right?
Yeah, but
Oh
this
my
guy
God.
actually has the money.
Oh my god, that's it! That's who they'll get to play Gumshoe in Ace Attorney 7, J.K. Simmons.
Sure.
Hey, get him to play. Hey, if they ever make a Western Ace Attorney movie, I'd be all for it.
I don't know. I think his voice is not the correct one for a Gumshoe, to be honest.
I could see it working for him. And if not him, Patrick Warburton.
Now that is a good
Patrick Warburton. Well, I mean, he has shown in serious unfortunate events he could do dramatic as well as comedy, so yeah.
You
Wow.
Damn.
fancy house.
Oh, come on. That was years ago.
Well, to be fair, it did pretty much alter his entire life.
And this is the first time we've seen each other in a long time.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Ow.
And that's how we got the tattoo.
And that's
Wasn't
why.
really a tattoo.
Yeah, that's the twist. It's not a tattoo.
No wonder he doesn't want anyone seeing it. Oh dear.
So he was stuck in the alternate dimension because of a fight.
Don't you see, Dwips? It's literally a rift between them two, an interdimensional rift.
It's a metaphor.
Dun, 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 dun,
Thank you,
dun,
Shiro. That was the joke.
But the journals got scattered.
But yeah, the question is, how did Gideon actually got journal number 2 instead?
He found it in the woods.
Also, he needed the fuel.
I've only got 90. Oh.
Un peso. And a condom.
Oh boy. Oh my god.
So the cop used to be a fast food worker.
Also, that's the old couple who you'll remember
Yeah, who
becomes
turned into
ghosts
ghosts.
later on.
Also, Lazy Eye had cat earrings. Why?
Because
Shiro, you do not have cat earrings, right?
No, but I do have a lazy eye.
There you go.
The nerdy
And
side
that's
Oh.
where she got her lazy eye. Oh dear.
That works somehow.
So yeah, that's why Stan needed to desperately make as much money as possible.
Wow. The murder hut.
Yeah, it's
The
more
murder
marketable.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the baby we saw earlier was probably Dipper and Mabel's grandpa.
Yeah.
Oh crud. Conveniently right at the end of the story!
The memory gun.
Oh, there you got that, haven't you?
Oh, that's a long story in and of itself.
Yeah,
Let's-
you don't want to know what happened to McGucket.
No.
Right. But how do you, I was going to say, how do you make sure it doesn't affect you too?
Well, they don't really have a choice.
No, don't you hear what Stanford just said? Cover your ears.
Yeah.
It's based on your hearing.
Ow.
Warm.
You're in Parks and Recreation, fellow.
It's just pictures.
Uh.
That old, huh?
Yep, that's it. That's J.K. Simmons secretly auditioning for an army major role. Actually, does a rank of major exist in the U.S. Army, Jova?
Think of what now?
The rank of major.
Yes.
So what are we going to get? So this is where the Ford and Ford versus Ferrari came from. Although actually in Britain, the power doesn't work. It's on 166.
Yeah, you can do that tomorrow.
Yeah, get lost.
You too, Seuss. Yeah.
Thank you, Suze.
Oh boy.
15 hours. It should only take you a half hour to tell all of this.
He's probably gonna inflate stuff.
Yeah, he's gonna like find a way to sprinkle his fan fiction throughout it.
Well,
I mean, you got him into this mess.
damn. No, Mabel, no.
Mabel.
No.
Oh, you haven't seen nothing yet, Mabel.
How could it get crazier?
You have no idea.
Yeah, I'm very sure it will.
Hmm.
It's 3 in the morning.
I
Oh!
don't know. I'm usually awake at this time.
Your phone still have battery?
Barely.
Oh boy! Act 2!
Just tell him goodbye and hang up.
Dweebs, she doesn't
Oh,
have a heart to do that to Seuss.
Yeah.
Well, some people might not have the heart to do it, but they still do it.
Well, Wendy is not one of those people.
She could
So,
pretend that she fell asleep and accidentally, press the button. I don't know.
so yeah, the entire game plan has been pretty much flipped on its side.
But here's the big question. where do we go from here? Because everything has been revealed at this point, right? No.
Could there
No.
be even more? We figured out who McGucket was. We figured out the truth of the offer.
Supposedly the apocalypse has been, dispelled.
I'm sure that's nothing, though.
Absolutely. It's not like
people
there's
find apocalypse in
it's
the
not
winter.
like there's a triangle Dorito alien demon roaming around or anything. No. Absolutely not.
Oh
It'll be
boy.
fine.
In the meantime, the next episode, Dungeons, and More Dungeons, because yes, is gonna instead talk about tabletop RPGs. So see you
Wow,
for that.
it's fitting that you'll be introducing that one then to you.
See ya.
See ya.
Ja.
Yeah.